All right, I'm out here in the garage and I'm literally working with some scraps. That's a piece of wood that I cut the other day for the shelf where I made the bracket. And I'm going to use that little piece up. And then I've got a little thin strip of wood here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a napkin holder. I'm going to cut this to 5.5, and I need 6 of them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 of those. And then this one I'm going to cut down. I'm going to make it 2.5 that way and 5.5 this way. Now I'm going to have to go find some little scraps to make braces to hold this together. So I'm looking around my garage. Don't y'all look at the messy garage now. It is a garage. Okay. Let's see. I bet y'all can't see what I'm doing. I've got this remnants of stuff that my husband's brought to me. And I think I see, yeah, that one right there. Can you tell? I think that'll work. It's thin. You know, if I have to put that on there, I might need to make my, how thin is this one? About the same. Well, anyways, I might make my this about 1/4 of an inch more. Instead of 2.5, I might make that 2 3/4. And that will give it a little room in there for the braces for this. Yeah, let's change this to 2 3/4. I'm going to do that, and now I'm going to cut. Then I'll take that piece over there, the thin one, and I'm going to make 2 of them, and they're going to have to be, how high will they need to be? 5.5 inches high. Yeah. Well, I'll see. When I get these cut out, I'll put 3 of them to stack 3 of them together, and I'm pretty sure. Okay. When I try to explain what I'm doing, I can't because I don't know what I'm doing. I just play it by ear as I go. But I'll let you know when I get back. I'm going to cut this piece, make that 2 3/4 wide that way, and cut down those little pieces. Now that I have all my pieces cut out, which this is just very, very simple, I'm going to sand them all down and probably take them in and see what I'm going to do about painting or what I'm going to do, and then I'll put it together. Well, I tested some different colors. And this was a territorial beige, which I do not remember territorial beige being that darkish red color tint. I thought it was more like this, just a little darker. But anyways, I can't remember what this one was, and I've decided to go with the apple barrel khaki. I'll paint all the pieces. Trying to figure out if I should paint the base a different color. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to paint them all this khaki. And I'm going to put on the front side of one, on the front, I'm going to put a crow. And then on the back side of the deal, napkin holder, I'm going to have a saying. So, but the first thing I got to do is paint it all this color. And then I'll cut out my stencil with my Cameo. I've already got that ready to go. I need to turn my Cameo on so my Bluetooth will start working. But I'm going to get all these pieces painted. And then I'll probably, after I do that, I'm going to take, after I get all these put together, and I'll take them out and put the braces on them. Then I'll bring them back in and probably put the stencil on them so it'll be a little easier to work with. And then when I get it all finished, then I'll attach it to the base. That's my plan so far. I always change though. Alright, I'm going to continue painting. And I am using the Apple Barrel Khaki. Alright, I have them painted and I've nailed the little boards together with that piece there. I put some heavy irons down on them until they dry some. I was going to nail them with these little bitty ones, but I'm pretty sure they'd come out the other side. Just a little bit, but enough to run it, or enough to grab you and cut you. So, this is gonna have to go with the glue. It's not like this is gonna be handled a lot. It'll be fine. So, that's where I'm at so far. I may go ahead and stick the bottom piece on this one while that much is drying and get it on there. And I will use some nails to put these on. These pieces onto this. But I'm not going to do that yet because I want this to dry, and I want to put my crow and my saying on them before I nail it onto this piece. Well, I thought since I'm waiting on those the glue to dry on, I said nailed, but I glued them. I think I said nailed. I glued those little slats on there. But I'm going to get my, I've got glue all over me. Going to get my stencil, both of those, all weeded and ready to go on. Got to catch that little piece right there. There we go. There's what will go on one side of it. And the other side of it, it says family time, gathering place, you are loved here. This will go on the other side of it, of the napkin holder. So I have to get that all weeded and then get the transfer sheet on it. Gotta watch what I'm doing because I've got little pieces that need to stay on there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead after I get this pulled off because I don't want to stop. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, I got an A. I've got a piece out of my A on here somewhere. There's the G. It's right there. So I'm gonna tear that off of there. Get that unstuck from my finger, I think. And put that space that I took out back on there. Oh, it turned the wrong way. There we go. Now I got to get that up. Okay. All right, I'm going to finish working on this and I'll be back. All right, I've got these put on there. It's dried enough that I can do this. And I'm just going to stencil them. And I'm trying to figure out, because I'm going to do a little more than stencil. You know, I want to put some aging to it. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll do that before I nail it all together. So that way, once I nail it all together, it should be finished. But I won't have y'all sitting here watching me do all this stenciling, as you've seen me do it a lot and probably know how to do it yourselves. So I'm going to finish stenciling this and let it dry and then go to the next step. Alright, I took it out in the garage and sanded around the edges and over it just a little bit, and now I'm just giving it a coat of clear wax. I was going to put my polyurethane spray on it, but it just, brand new can, comes out and just spits and sputters and comes out in clumps. I'm going to get my husband to get me something and see if I can't soak the nozzle and see if that helps. But I looked out in the garage, I didn't have anything out there. Okay. Need something to wipe that back with. I thought I had something here. Now I'm going to go, I've already waxed that one. I'm going to go over it with some black wax. Can't find my other brush. I do not know what I've done with it. Maybe I washed it out and it's in by the sink. I don't know. It's just black wax, Jolie black wax. Definitely want to get it around my edges. Lightly dust my edges. That's good. You can see the difference in the way it looks. This one I've already waxed, clear waxed. That's good. All right, I like the way that looks. It just has a little age to it. It's ready for me to start putting it together. All right, here's the side with the crow on it. I decided to put the star on it, and it kind of matches my coffee pod crock that I put my coffee pods in. I had a crow with the star. And then the back side, I only have so many napkins. It's going to be white back here, but that's okay. And there's the other side. I actually think that turned out really cute. All right, and you can do this out of any size wood. You don't have to have this thin wood. I used that because it was scraps, and I use up my scraps. You could use all this size wood here. Just make that for the side and just make it all one piece. You wouldn't have to put it all together. All you would do is paint it up, put whatever you want on it, put your nails here on the bottom to hold it, and there you would have it. But I was using my scraps, so that's the way it turned out, and I think that looks way better, I think, than this one here. I was using that one, which is cute. I like it. But I like handmade stuff also. All right, guys, I'm going to move on to my next video, and it's not necessarily crafting, but it's kind of decorating. I don't know, you'll see. I'm gonna move on to that one now. Well, what I'm doing right now is my son and daughter-in-law gave me this little pot rack because they didn't want it anymore, and I always said I thought it was cute. So I think what I'm going to do with it is, here's my center island. I think I'm going to hang it right above, up there on the ceiling. Of course, then my crock will have to go somewhere else because it won't look right with both of them hanging right center, one under the other. But I've went around the house looking for things. Oh, and another thing, I pulled this out because I was wondering, it fits on there perfect. And I don't know if I want it on there or, but I can hang it and see what it looks like. Because I could always, you know, like go find some fall stuff and put on there for right now. And then Christmas, put something on it. I could string some little lights in here with it. Yeah. Okay, but let me show you what some of the things that I've pulled down from my kitchen. And I've done this because I don't have anything else. Well, I have, what am I trying to say? When I go thrifting or whatever, I'll be looking for different things to hang on this. But right now, this is what I found in my kitchen. Go over here. I've got this blue, I don't know, granite, whatever it is, pan that I got at the thrift store. I already had this old enamel. I guess that's an enamel too. It's pretty heavy though. And I already had the copper, this copper ladle. It's pretty, it'll probably hang right in the middle of it, I believe. And then an old sifter, flour sifter, that I got at the thrift store. And another enamel, this is a strainer. So there's 5 items so far that I think I'm going to use to hang from it. But I've got to figure out how I'm going to hang it. This chain was on it, but I don't think I'm going to need the chain because oh, this chain was on it, but it's not going to probably be hanging down that far. And I have an S hook here, and I have that, but I think that'll make it hang down too far. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to go get my drill in a bit and kind of figure out where the center of this is up here and put this at least up in there. I'd like to have a smaller S hook that just hooked into that. But once I get that up there, I'll probably go get some rub and buff, some black rub and buff, and put on that to cover the silver. And I'm not going to film myself crawling up on this bar drilling a hole, because my luck, I'd fall and that'd look silly. But that's what I'm up to now. Okay, I'm up here and I used that kind of a hook, whoa, instead of the other one, because I can just fit this piece right down over it. And hopefully I have it centered. I don't know why my thing's going out of whack. Anyways, I should have had my pots and my things over here. Now I got to crawl back down and put them on. Well, I probably won't have to be up here to put them up, but I'm going to get down and put my stuff on there now. See how it looks. Okay, that is setting just a little lopsided on this side over here. Not much. I could probably leave it, but I went and found a horseshoe. And I'm going to, let's see, I need my stool. And I'll just put maybe horseshoe in there. And that evened it up. Of course, with the grapevine, you really can't tell either way. All right, I have some little lights that I'm going to put some batteries in and string them up there, and then go find something for fall to go up there, and then straighten it up. And definitely going to have to move things around. My crock needs to go. It cannot stay underneath that. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's going to be in my kitchen somewhere. All right now I'm working on stringing these little lights. I put some little fall floral stuff, pumpkins on it, and I'm stringing these lights. I'll have the box down in there, and I'll have it where it doesn't show that it's coming out of that. And these are on a timer, so they'll go on and off every night at the same time. And then I'm going to have to work on a place to put that and fix my bar top up. So I'll come back when I am closer to having it finished or finished. All right, I finally got it finished, and I'm kind of going to go around the bar and see if we can get better shots of it. I don't know. Kind of hard to do with the lights glaring, but if I turn the lights off, it's dark and you can't see anything. Well, I'm going to go around the bar and try to watch where I'm walking so you can see it from all angles. Okay, that's almost all the way around. But I wanted your opinion. What do you think? Should I take the grapevine off and just leave the pot rack? Because the pot rack's cute. I don't know. Or leave the grapevine on through the holidays and then remove it after the holidays are over. Because I kind of like decorating it. And then I do, one thing I think I want to look for when I go thrifting is something to hang where the kettle is. I'm not sure. But I'm going to keep my eye open for different things. And then I took the basket that was on top of the refrigerator and just set it there. I'll probably take it apart and put the stuff elsewhere and put the cookbooks up. I don't know, because it's kind of cluttered right there, and I like that for a work area. And then I took my crock and I put it up here on the refrigerator. And I can still access my rolling pins and spoons that I use real easily. All right, that's all for this video, and I want to thank my son and my daughter-in-law for giving me the pot rack. I'm glad you didn't want it anymore because you knew I liked it and you gave it to me. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. So until the next one, we'll see you later.